Yeah. Welcome to episode 121 of the bar. I know. Of the bar's Ankle High, your favorite ADHD podcast that explores life's slow bars with wit and wisdom. This is season 3, episode 1, basically.
Oh my God. It's our premiere.
Yes. My name's Katie.
I'm Garrett.
And for us right now, it's December, but you're hearing this in February. So welcome to time travel. It's real and we made it happen.
And if you want more explanation, you can watch our December Patreon episode because Katie did explain how time travel works with wormholes and quantum physics. So,
yeah, thanks to a ghost hunting show I watched. Yeah. I am now a quantum physicist mechanic.
Wow, that's almost as impressive as being a Fox doctor. So,
what's the name of that magazine? Quantum Mechanics for Kids?
No, it's Quantum Quantum Mechanic. It's just Quantum Mechanic.
Quantum Mechanic Quarterly.
Yes. Welcome to the Quantum Mechanic Quarterly podcast. We meet 4 times a year to talk about quantum physics as mechanics. How about
Nailed
that?
It.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll get sponsors for sure.
Yeah. From Quantum Mechanics Quarterly.
Right, yes. Yeah.
Said no one else.
And Fox and Hound magazine.
Fox and Hound. Oh, gosh.
So it's been a minute since you all have heard from us in our regular feed. Our last episode aired back in April of 2025. And the good news is that like pretty much nothing has happened globally, locally, personally. Yeah. Since then. So there's not too much to catch you all up on, which is good news.
It's been a time.
It has been a time. How's the farm been since April?
The farm has been good. We got some water lines run, which is really only exciting for pretty much people who either are doing farming or are like out in the country and don't have water access to places, but very exciting for us.
So water lines like to water your fields or for your ducks?
Yes.
Okay.
we had a line put in at our big like market garden. We had another small kind of like field area, and we had another hydrant put there, and then we also had a hydrant put back by the birds. And it's really exciting because the water line goes below the frost line, which means no matter the season, you can still get water, which is mostly a quality of life change for us because there's no lugging water from the house to the ducks, because that's what I did all winter last year, and it was horrible.
For a moment, I thought you meant that you had to thaw out the lines going into your house to get water last year. And I was like, wow, did I miss a big plot point in your life?
No, last year. So like in the evening, say I would be putting the birds. Well, would I get them water in the evening? I'm trying to think what my flow was. It doesn't really matter, but I would have to take a 5-gallon jug and fill it up in a sink in our house. And then I would have to carry the jug outside, put it in a cart, and walk it outside to the coop to give everybody fresh water, which was horrible every day. So
it sounds terrible. It sounds like,
you know what? It was.
It sounds like I definitely don't want any birds now, because people by association seem to think that I'm going to get chickens now because you have them. Yeah. And well, no. You convinced me. No.
Yes.
I was never on the fence before, but now it's a definite no.
Yeah, it was a really horrible winter. So now we have a hydrant right where they live, and we can just like quick fill something up, and it takes literally seconds, and it's amazing. Nice. So we had a water line put in. We have had a crew of Amish here fixing up barns, because we have barns that are old and needed some work, and they haven't had work done in decades. So
I do like hearing your husband imitate the Amish and their accent because of the
funny
type of German that they speak.
Yes, because they all speak like Pennsylvania Dutch. It's crazy. So we've had the barns kind of worked on and getting those fixed up, and I met another farmer who's just starting out, and she's going to be starting her business in one of our in our big market garden that's all fenced in. So it's been busy.
So she doesn't have a farm of her own, or she just wants more farm?
So she like more cowbell.
Right.
She moved up from Florida. I haven't really done a lot of deep diving. I don't know what spurred her to move, but she was working on a farm.
Well, it's Florida and it's trash.
Yes. I think that's a big part of it. So they moved up here, and she was working on a farm for the season, but wanted to get her own going. So she doesn't have land, which is really not uncommon. There's a lot of people who farm who are leasing land from people. So that's basically what we're doing. She's going to lease like probably, I don't know, like an acre or two from us. And it's going to be out there. She already got garlic planted, and she's going to be doing some farming. She'll have some high tunnels up. So it'll be a busy place here. She may even be selling some of our eggs, and our chickens started laying green and blue eggs. Yeah, and I haven't gotten blue ones yet. I've only gotten green ones.
They looked really cool when you shared a picture of them.
Yeah, they're really pretty. So yeah, the farm's been busy. Lots of projects going on, and we actually the one day the Amish were here working. The one guy said to my spouse, he was like, "It's a really busy place," because like the farmer was here working and prepping stuff. We had a friend of ours here working on our chicken run area, securing that. We had the Amish here working. There was like somebody else that stopped by for something, and he was like, "Oh, it's like a hopping place." There's like that's how it is. There's just always people in and out.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Are you going to have a corner stand or something, like a farm stand, like on the road this coming year?
I don't know. I don't know. And that's kind of, I've really embraced the uncertainty of it all, because you just don't, it's like whatever we have energy for, whatever we have time for, we'll do. And if we don't, we won't. And we'll see.
Fair enough.
I would love to. I just don't know if it's realistic for us right now, but we'll try.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. And you are still working outside of the farm. I wouldn't say outside the home, but like outside the farm.
We do. Yeah. And we do both have like full-time jobs outside that, and toddler. And I actually in the fall had found out I was pregnant, and then had a pregnancy loss, which really threw us for a loop. We lost our pregnancy at 12 weeks. So it was just like, I think that kind of shifted the focus a little bit. So we want to make sure that we have like infrastructure set up so that if we do decide to do stuff around the farm, we can, or if somebody else wants to farm it, like the farmer that we have, she said she's probably not going to have her own space for 2 to 5 years. So it's like literally as long as you want to stay and farm, and somebody else taking care of that part of the property, I'm like, go for it. Cause I like to see it. I want to see it used. Mm-hmm. So we have to update some of our like electrical infrastructure too. So we're just doing all the boring stuff on the back end. Yeah. And, being overwhelmed and spreading ourselves too thin. It's kind of our baseline.
Yeah. Par for the course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think, what I recall anyway, when you found out that you were pregnant, there was also a shift of, I think, okay, now we have to make this functional for should that happen again, because it was suddenly oh God, what are we going to do with an infant on a farm? And kind of, like you said, shifted that focus. But I think it also kind of like forced a lot of this like into motion so that it's just kind of now handled. So I think hopefully this coming year you'll have a better, I think probably with farming and any kind of project like that, you're going to, not project, business, like each year you'll feel better and like more equipped.
Oh yeah, and it's like, and no one's really utilized the land for decades. So,
well, at least it's not overused and like void of nutrients. Then
that's
I guess.
True. Yeah. So we're trying to like make sure that we have. I mean, there's like infrastructure that that's why like we tried to do stuff, and I was like, we don't have water.
Yeah,
like we
and you had people stealing your produce.
We did have people stealing our produce. We had pumpkins growing out back. And like the day before Halloween, I caught somebody loading up their truck with pumpkins.
While you were carrying your toddler. Like, it's just like the whole thing. I thought about that the other day and I was like, man, I hope those people have permanently flat tires. I just hope they keep running over nails and will never have a full tire again in their life. Fuck them.
I caught them with a toddler in tow, and I was also 12 weeks pregnant and marched my ass across the field and tried to head them off at the pass and cut them off, and they blew past me. So they literally like went tearing out of here with a bed of truck full of pumpkins.
Which like, for why though? Like, what sort of pumpkin emergency did you have?
Yeah, do you have to bake 1 million pies?
Or
and
like,
it wasn't like
you promised like
two.
an orphanage that you were going to have like a pumpkin carving contest and didn't get any pumpkins. Like what exactly what scenario justified that behavior is what I'd love to know.
Yeah, it was, that was really exasperating. And I think it just really made me mad. Cause like I approached them, and obviously they went tearing down the road so that I couldn't catch them, I guess. But it was the fact that I walked out in the road and I put my hand up and I said, stop. And they waved at me and kept driving, was like true. Yeah. It just really blew my mind that you could really just be that. And the cowardice of doing it in a spot where you think people can't see, and then like trying to sneak out really quick is just like,
oh, absolutely. I mean, like, and ultimately you were being confronted by a woman and her child, and your decision was like, fuck you. And like, to still, like, I don't know. It's just the whole thing. Mm-hmm. So there's, in that Harley Quinn movie, Birds of Prey, there's a character, and I don't remember her name, but she's like a singer, but she can also like shriek and like break glass with her voice. Like that's her superpower, is like, it's like this sonic
jealous
boom. Yeah. But it's like that sort of thing where like, if I could, I would ruin your car. I would explode your car with my screaming voice.
They also had a volunteer fire emblem on their plate, which I think made me more mad on top of
for sure. Because you know, they're also the people that are like, oh, they have like the red line
obey
flag.
The law.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. And it was,
fucking bootlickers.
It was also not far from, we also had like a not great interaction with, local PD, over someone that was experiencing some kind of health crisis that was on our property. So it's just like us trying really hard to like be ethical and like do the right thing. And a lot of like, bootlicking people taking a dump on our face is kind of how it feels.
Yeah.
But we will continue to try and make the ethical choice, even when confronted with bootlicking, unethical responses.
Yeah.
So anyway,
Man,
farm's doing good.
People.
Yeah. Farm's doing good. Mentally, emotionally, still kind of limping through the winter. I think there's definitely a reason that people don't talk about pregnancy loss, and it's definitely because it is by far the most emotionally painful thing I've dealt with, and was also like physically very harrowing. So I think that's kind of, it's a tough time of year to like go into the winter with that kind of on board. So that's been kind of a tough thing. Trying to like still work full time and function in the meantime. but I'm
Plus
hoping...
you were stuck helping me get married.
It was rough timing. Everything was just really, really rough timing. Like, we went right from finding out we were pregnant, like just barreling through, and then it was like loss. We went right into like then Thanksgiving and then wedding and then Christmas. So yeah, no, I'm totally like, I'm clinically dead.
Yeah, that's fair. Which I think is also, and on the other hand, a very perfect time for it to be hibernation season.
Yeah.
So that you can kind of like, I don't know, for lack of a better phrase, like lick your wounds, but like, just heal and take time to not have to run everywhere.
And that's what I was saying to my spouse. I was like, I mean, the bright side of it being this time of year, even though there's no fucking sunlight, would be that it's like sleeping season. Like the earth is sleeping, like the animals are sleeping. Like this is our opportunity to kind of like, not that we do, but try and rest. But
you don't have to earn rest like you
right.
would
And
in
we're
the
not
summer.
like outside. Yeah. Right. Like working physically really hard outside. We are trying to get some projects done. We haven't really gotten a chance to like settle in. I feel like since we moved. So that's kind of what we're doing. It's like, hanging some curtains and, little stuff like that, getting some projects done around the house.
Which does take time when you move into a new place anyway. Like,
it does.
Because like you've always said, it takes time to figure out where you want things to be and what makes sense for you. But then like also your life changes and like what your kid, like, especially as your kid is growing, her needs are evolving. And so what worked when you first moved in doesn't necessarily, it's not contained as much anymore.
Although I will say there's like some perks, like I've been able to take down a set of baby gates because she isn't trying to like eat herself down the stairs all the time. So
that's good.
That's a plus. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
plus.
nice.
One less set of gates to go through.
Right. I just remember, I feel like it was the Renaissance photo you sent me of
the eggs,
and
my God,
it was like her child had been holding a carton of eggs that had been full, but the photo I got was her just holding the corner of it and all the eggs on the floor. And like down the stairs, and like she's just standing there staring at the mess.
This dozen eggs that was like supposed to go to somebody, and then like I wound up whatever. The eggs were old, and it was one of those like I'm gonna leave them right there because you can like, if they're not bad, you can feed them back to the birds. Or sometimes if they're bad, I'll just throw them into the woods. Like nature. Yeah. So I had them
grow
like,
a duck tree.
Yeah, exactly what everybody wants is a tree full of ducks.
Like there's a whole Christmas song about all the birds in the tree.
I do love this time of year, all the tweets that are like talking about these old Christmas songs. And they're like, hey, I just saw the baby Jesus. I'm like, oh, you're kidding. I'm like, yeah, he was so tender and mild. And they're like, what?
Like a chicken wing.
Or all the ones about like the 12 days of Christmas where it's just like
84 birds.
Right. How about these 84 birds? What do you mean you have 8 maids a milking?
Which always makes me think of that Christmas episode of The Office when Andy is giving Erin the 12 days of Christmas and she has all these scratches on her face.
Yes.
From these birds attacking her.
Yes. 100%.
Like, please stop it. Whoever has me for Secret Santa.
No more.
Please.
Yes. That's kind of how I felt when my child dumped. It was one of those, like, I had something hot in my hands and I turn and she's got a dozen eggs in her hands. And I was like, so I'm trying to like be real calm and cool about it. And be like, hey, can you just like set those down while also setting this hot thing down? And before I could get to her, she just let go of them. And it turns out a couple of those eggs were rotten. So not only, and this was also like about 2 weeks after the pregnancy loss, and my spouse was traveling. So I was home by myself, and I think she had been homesick all day.
There was something that had happened
I think she was sick.
Yeah, she was supposed to go to daycare, I think, and then like threw up that morning or something.
Yeah,
there was something like that where it was like, oh, cool. So I could have had a day home because you had the day off or something.
Yeah.
But now you don't.
Or I was supposed to be like working from home, something like that. But she dumped these eggs and there was a rotten one. And I was then cleaning up not just rotten eggs, but also a bunch of duck eggs, which duck eggs are just like the white is like very thick.
It is very thick. It almost is like gelatin. If you've ever watched like Bake Off or something where they're using like pure gelatin and they like put it in the water and they take it out, that's kind of what it looks like.
It's
before
very
it's cooked.
thick.
Yeah.
With a very big yolk. And trying to scoop raw, like a dozen raw eggs into a garbage bag.
Yeah, they don't make a dustpan for that.
No, and it was making me retch. So I'm just like, ugh. And
I had that happen lately. Coco has been drinking water too fast in the morning and then throwing up, but it's because it's mostly water. It's just that liquidy, bile-y vomit. And it is sending me over the edge so badly where I'm like, please, I can't. Like one morning I was Adam Sandler and Big Daddy putting just paper towels over the mess and waiting for Patrick to get out of the shower.
That's what I wanted to do.
Because I wanted
to leave it.
I retched so hard I made myself throw up. Like I was, it was like, I'm so sorry. I cannot. I was like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if the smell is just hitting me just the right way. It's first thing in the morning. I don't know what.
It's definitely a texture thing for me more than anything. And that's what was really.
Oh yeah, it was rough.
So I feel like that picture is kind of the general. It's just like the general vibe of what my life has been like lately. Katie's had a much more exciting experience. Katie is Coco really excited getting the water, and then I'm after Coco throws it up. So Katie's still in the before part where she's really excited and somebody's giving her a bunch of fresh water.
That's true. Yeah, I'm just chugging water right now and loving it.
Yes.
So since April, I got married, which was very exciting.
She just got married a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Makes it sound like you got married way back.
Well, yeah, but I mean, there really wasn't anything that was going on between. Well, so like what happened, like August happened, we had you threw me the most amazing shower.
And then I got hand, foot, and mouth.
Yes. So you found out that there was an outbreak like a day or two before the shower and you were like, oh no. And I was like, it'll be fine. Like, whatever. Just don't tell anybody. And it was fine. It wasn't a super spreader event or anything, but we had an amazing shower. You dropped me off back home. And it was really also the first time you got to see any of my family from my dad's side because my sisters were there.
Yes.
So that was also actually on my mom's side too, really. But you just got to see like some of my family and like see like an introduction to those dynamics. And then you dropped me off back home and you got the call that you sold your old house.
Yes.
And then, then you got hand, foot, and mouth. You all
yes.
did. And then you got it again because I guess you don't get like immunity to it.
Yeah. Hand, foot, and mouth. For those who don't know, because now I feel like
AKA Coxsackie virus
virologist at this point. There's like three or four different like strains of viruses that can cause hand, foot, and mouth. So you can get it and then you can get it again like real fast. So we got it in
from a
August.
different strain.
Yeah. So like we got it in August, end of August.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Because it was literally my spouse called me and said my child had 103 fever, which is unusual. It
used to be. Then this autumn happened and she spikes that fever on the reg now, which is fun.
It happened again.
Yeah.
We wound up with one cycle of hand, foot, and mouth, and then another cycle in like the beginning of October. So within 8 weeks, we had hand, foot, and mouth twice.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it both times. My child got it both times. My spouse only got it once. But it's horrible. If anybody has not had hand, foot, and mouth, it's horrible, and it is a very long duration illness.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, there was, I forgot I briefly forgot about the 2 rounds of hand, foot, and mouth in the middle of everything else. Yeah.
Yeah. And then,
but the shower was lovely.
While you had hand, foot, and mouth the first time, I think is when you found out you were expecting.
Yep.
And then we went away for the weekend for my bachelorette.
Oh yeah. In September. That's right. Yeah.
And then, then October happened. And at that point, because I sent out my invitations the last week of August, first week of September. And so I had like my final count for everybody by like October 15th. Like I gave them until November 1st to reply, but not really. I just pestered people until they RSVP'd.
2 weeks early.
Oh, also Charlie Kirk got shot, which did cause a bit of a ruckus. We had a couple people got uninvited from the wedding as a result of their behavior in response to that incident. And if you're not sure what side I'm on when it comes to that, I don't know, just go back and listen to our back catalog and see if you can piece it together. And then then we had October happen. And so then at that point, my dress came in, had my first fitting at the end of October. And yeah, at that point, it was like, it felt like we were at like the top of a roller coaster. And now we were just like barreling down to the finishing line.
Yes.
So like, then it was like everything was rapid fire. And it was like, okay, now my dining room is taken over by stuff for the wedding. And so it was just like kind of one thing after the other. And then Thanksgiving happened, which I did not host. My mom did, thankfully, because I was like, I love hosting, but there was no way I'd have nowhere to put everything.
And it was the way Thanksgiving landed.
Yeah.
It was literally like Thursday, and then her wedding was a week and 1 day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So it was just like,
oh, there's no way I would have actually been dead.
Like last year when we moved and Thanksgiving was like a week and a half later.
Yeah. But then
like,
you were asked by family members if you were gonna what you were doing for Thanksgiving.
And I almost did. I almost hosted it. And then didn't. And it was the right move because
that was the right call.
Holy shit. Yes.
But yeah, and so then the wedding happened. That week was pretty crazy. It wasn't like, I don't know, like it just, the week before the wedding went by really fast. The wedding, I feel like I was fine. I just needed to get to like 7 p.m. on Thursday.
That's exactly what she said to me. I was like, a couple days before, I'm like, okay, so how are we doing? How are we holding up? And she was like, I just need to make it to 7 p.m. on Thursday. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that'll be fine.
Because then at that point, I don't have to plan anything else. Like at 7 o'clock,
like, Jesus, take the wheel.
Yeah, we were having like a welcome reception. And so at that point, everything's done. I don't need to make any more decisions. I don't have to make sure everything else is where it's supposed to be. Like it's all situated. So I just had to make it to that point. And I lasted until about 10 o'clock that night.
It's impressive.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm going to bed. Goodbye. So like at some point I was like in bed, tucked in, and then PK walked in with like a parade of people bringing shit in from the party and to a room. And I was just like, and I had taken like a little sleep gummy situation and I was on my phone and I was like, yeah, sure, whatever, guys. I'm in bed. Like, do not bother me.
At one point during the evening, like, there wound up being a conversation of, oh, I have to grab this from the room. Oh, you know what? Hey, do you want to see this? Oh, yeah, I want to see that you have 2 bathrooms in the room. So ultimately, it winds up being like 3 of us walking back to the room. Katie was not with us. We go into the room. We do whatever. We're shooting the shit for a few minutes. We walk out. Katie is in the hallway directly outside the door. How dare you come back and decompress without me?
Because you guys were gone for like a minute.
It was like 2 minutes too long.
Yeah.
And it was just so funny that like as soon as we opened the door, we immediately got in trouble. How dare you decompress without me?
I go to knock because I didn't have a key to the room. So I go to knock on the door, and like,
opens.
and it opens. So like,
it was very funny. But
it was also that thing where I was like, I am hitting my wall and I needed PK to like just be there so that I could like,
truly
last a little bit longer.
Like Katie was like, I'm so tired. I was like, go to bed. I'm like, yeah, but I have all these. I was like, I would literally be like, hey, peace out, everybody. See you tomorrow at the wedding. Gotta go. Bye. And I would have left. Or just silently disappeared and nobody would have known where I went.
Well, that's what you guys did to me.
Goodbye.
And
because it was literally supposed to be like, let's grab this from the room and come back. And then it was like,
you should have known better. That's not how that would have gone with my husband.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
He started talking about the day after we like bumped into two of his friends outside the hotel, like they were leaving to go get breakfast somewhere, and we bumped into them, and he starts talking about like these puzzle rings that they used to have that like you'd give to your spouse when you went off to war, because if they took it off it would fall apart, and like that way you knew that they were like cheating on you or something. And he starts going into the story, and so I'm like, hey, like checkout is at 11, so like we gotta go. Yeah, so that's who I married.
And this is coming from two people who love to yap.
Uh-huh.
And we're still like, hey, let's go.
Truly.
Yeah.
I learned very early in our relationship that I had to like give him a solid 20, 30-minute warning of like, hey, we need to get going. And like adjust my own expectations as well to match that.
Yes.
But yeah, we got married. It was a great party. We had such a good time. It was a perfect size wedding.
Yes.
And yeah, we did that. We went to Newport, Rhode Island. Check it out. I got a lobster sweatshirt on if you're not watching the
oh yeah
the video.
And then I did lobster claws with my hands.
Yeah. Yeah, we went to Newport for a couple days as like a little mini honeymoon and had a great time. I ate lobster every single day we were there, at least 2 meals a day. Totally.
I will say it was very cute. At the reception when dinner was served, they brought out Katie's lobster first, and you could tell everybody was like, ooh, because she had 2 lobster tails on her plate. And then all of the other dinners got served. And everybody's thinking like, Katie's got these 2 lobster tails because she's the bride. She's like special.
Right.
Woo. And then everybody realized that they were getting 2 lobster tails. And there was a audible gasp across the room. Like, we're getting 2. It was great.
And so many people said to us, if I had known you were getting 2 lobster tails, I would have picked the lobster. Which I understand, but at the same time, it's still like you're still getting 4 ounces of meat. Like if it was just 1 lobster tail, like you're getting the same like weight of of protein. So like,
right.
Was your food good? I didn't ask you.
My food was definitely made by somebody who does not eat vegetarian food.
Fair enough.
So it was like, it wasn't great. But the other food looked very good. And the tomato soup shooter with the little grilled, delicious.
Yeah, those were amazing. There were these little espresso shot cups of creamy tomato soup with a little triangle of grilled cheese in it. And it was so goddamn good.
It was so delicious. Also the mashed potato bar.
I didn't have any of the mashed potatoes, but I was so full that I was like, if I try to eat something, I will die. Because like it wasn't so much that I was full; it was that I was full and then dancing. So like jumping around
and drinking too,
not making us like. Patrick felt the same way, where he was like, and he said like every time he sat down, like the way his tux pants like hit his gut, it was like shoving into his stomach. So he was like, it was just like super uncomfy, and I was like, yeah, that sucks. But
yeah.
I just had to sit up perfectly straight because I was in a corset, basically.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a great party. We had so much fun. The photos are great. I'm actually in the process of designing our wedding photo album, which is coming along. It'll take a couple days, but I do have the rest of December off, so I'll have time to like mull it over and do it like without distractions, I guess, or whatever.
I gave up on mine and never did it. So,
well, your wedding photos sucked. So
also that. Also that they were bad.
Yeah. And we're going to like get some printed and framed for our parents and for like us. But yeah. And for Christmas, PK got us a big poster, like a world map with pins for like where we've traveled to. Cute. And all that. So
I have one of those I have to hang up. It's like you scratch it off.
Oh yeah,
like when
yeah.
you've been different places. I just haven't hung it up yet.
Yeah, we've talked about getting one for a while, and when we were in Europe, we were getting like push pins from where we were, and
cute.
So we have those on the border of it, and then the actual like little dot pins of places we've been and places we want to go. So yeah, it's really cute, and I got him a bunch of ties for Christmas. So his gifts are always so much more like meaningful. Although he was talking about wanting better and newer ties, so. Like that's I listened. Yeah. It's just like he just comes up with these gifts sometimes where I'm like, how do you find these things? Like, it didn't even occur to me to look for that. I don't know. So, but yeah, that's where we're at. Also, I'm currently pretty overtly at work looking for a new job. I am not making it a mystery. And I'm also, by the time this comes out, we'll already have scheduled and be probably on the cusp of having gastric bypass surgery. So
I feel like you'd be post-op by these coming out, right?
I don't know, honestly.
Well, I guess depending on, we're in end of December.
Yeah. So I don't know. I see my surgeon in a couple weeks, and at that point, because she'll review the consent and all that with me, and then we'll schedule. But then it'll be similar, like a roller coaster going down the hill, where it's just like, okay, here it is. You get your
all the pre-op stuff, and now it's like,
yeah. There's only a couple things that I have to get done before, like within 30 days of the surgery. So at that point, it'll be like a couple like back-to-back appointments, and then surgery, and then that's it. But then I do have to have some imaging done to see if they need to remove my gallbladder while they're in there, which they probably do. Most women in my family end up having their gallbladder removed.
Also, nice.
Yeah.
You can do that all in one.
Well, with rapid and extreme weight loss, you are more likely to end up with gallstones. Mm-hmm. So if they're going to be in there anyway, they'll just like take it out. If you already have like sludge or some like stones in there, because then it's only going to get worse. And then
just like one less thing to have to worry about that's like kind of emergent,
Yeah. And like, I'm pretty sure the recovery time is the same for gallbladder surgery. So like you're still on like lifting restrictions for 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. So if you can just get that over with once and not have to,
I'm recovering from like anesthesia and the gas and all of that. Like you would rather just do it one time.
For sure.
Yeah.
So I have to have an ultrasound so they can check that out. And then they're going to also repair a hernia, which will hopefully make my 15 years of horrific heartburn go away, which would be delightful. So so I've got that going on, which leads into our new format.
Yes.
And partly why.
And really, I mean, that's part of this, just like not reintroducing ourselves, but kind of, because it has the format has to evolve because life evolves. So
and so we are still going to be coming out with episodes. We're still going to be doing a seasonal format. Currently, our plan is to release a new episode twice a month, so every other week. And we are going to kind of veer away from doing those big deep dives that we usually do. Basically, so that it's just a little bit less pressure on us. We're able to prep these episodes and give you all a jumping off point if it's something that you're interested in. So we'll have still our sources in the show notes and things like that, but we're not going to go into the nitty gritty explaining everything the way we normally would. It's possible
that we would like to.
Yeah, it's possible we might be doing that on Patreon. But our regular episodes are not going to have those deep dives. And the plan right now is that the season will last about 4 to 4.5 or 5 months. And then we're going to go from there. We'll see what you all think about it, how we feel about it, what our lives look like, in May or June of this year when the season wraps up, and we'll see what's going on. But between Garrett having a farm, myself having surgery, potentially starting a new job, all those different things, having a new husband, having
a new husband makes it sound like you had one and then you traded him in.
Well, kind of. I mean, based on my dating history, there was a hell of an upgrade.
I for people who haven't seen, I mean, nobody's seen my phone. My spouse is listed as first husband in my phone, because he has a work phone and a personal phone, and they have 2 different phone numbers. And if you put those numbers into somebody's contact together, it's very hard to like text one of those numbers. And sometimes one number has service and the other one doesn't, or sometimes you forgot a phone, whatever. And it was turning into a logistical nightmare for me when I had to reach out to one number versus the other. So I made him 2 different people in my phone. So he is first and second husband.
Oh, I didn't know that there was a second husband. I thought you just called him that as a threat, that like you'll divorce him.
No,
if he fucks up.
I do.
I fully thought it was a threat. This whole time.
He has there's a guy that I follow, and he calls his husband his current husband. And I was like, oh, that's really funny.
Oh my God. Is that Darcy?
No. Oh. This is Uli and Ernesto.
Oh yeah.
And he calls his husband his current husband, which I just think is super funny. I almost did current husband, but I was like, no, I'll do first and second for his 2 different numbers.
PK is currently in my phone now as my husband, which is very fun because then when he, especially in our group chats, reacts to something, it'll say like, my husband loved your message. And I'm like,
that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, he loves it. He loves me. He really loves me.
In Katie's phone, so here my spouse is first and second husband in my phone, and in Katie's phone he's listed as the Pope.
Yep.
Because my spouse became ordained.
Oh yeah, did he like his tag at our wedding?
It's on our fridge. So he
is
making people call him Reverend and Rev.
For the seating chart, everybody's tags were in these magnetic sleeves because we had a photo booth that theoretically the photos from the photo booth should have fit in. Not totally.
I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't want to like make
I'm fully aware. I put a whole bunch on my fridge and I had to like trim off everything. But then I like looked online because I bought those sleeves off of Amazon because I was like, okay, so I was like 2 inches off, but like every other photo booth I've been to, the thing has been a 2x6 strip. So I was like, okay, let me see if there's like a 2x8 strip. And maybe I just like missed it when I was shopping for these things. And I should have known to like check, I guess, and see. No, 2x8 is not a thing. It's just 2x6. So I was like, okay, that's not on me. I don't care. Whatever. I'm
really glad that you very quickly forgave yourself for that.
Yeah, I felt pretty good about it. But Garrett's husband's place setting said Reverend Mr. Garrett. So
God, Reverend Mr. Garrett. Love it.
And because I also was like, I mean, I was putting a lot of my family members have doctorates or are attorneys.
Are doctors.
I left the Esquire out of most of them, I think. But a lot, there's like when I was going through, I was like, oh, there's a lot of doctors. So I don't know if that made PK's family feel some type of way. It might have. But in any event, so I was going through and I was like, oh, okay, well, it'll be funny. I'll put Reverend because I was like doctor and all these other things. And so I'm glad that he got a kick out of it because I thought it was like I didn't tell him beforehand that's what his place setting was going to say. So
he loved it. He loved it. It's on our fridge.
Yeah. yeah, it made me happy. It was a cute little thing. He did a great job at the ceremony as well.
He did.
So people loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a good time. Like, I'm really excited for this summer too. I think we'll have a great time. I did get a pop-up tent for the beach.
Oh, good idea.
So, we'll be able to, and there's like a zipper so we can lock your kid in it if she's taking a nap on the beach.
She won't nap.
I will. she's gonna learn from Aunt Katie what it means.
Katie's
to
like,
take a nice beach nap.
we're gonna get this for the baby. Just the baby.
I did get beach chairs for us too, and where was I? I was somewhere. Oh, I had a I had to go to this for surgery. You have to go to this bariatric support group a couple times before you can be cleared to have the surgery. And so this was in person, and they were the practitioner that I see, not the surgeon, but the provider I see, his husband is a chef. So he was giving like a cooking class and like quick soups to make and like how to make them. It was really cool. I actually made one of them. It's like a cream of asparagus soup, but there's no cream in it. And it was like a great way to use like leftover vegetables and stuff that
the beans.
Like it's asparagus. No, but you could use like a white bean. He said he actually recommended using instant potatoes because they're lower in calories.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
So I had made shepherd's pie the week before. And so I had told Patrick, I was like, oh, I'll just like scrape the potatoes off of that and throw it in there and use that. And then he did the dishes and threw everything away. So I just peeled a single potato and used it, but whatever. Mm-hmm. But like spinach, old green beans, like stuff that like you just want to use up. It was like perfect. And I know when I pitched it to PK, he was like, that sounds terrible.
We do that like as a pasta sauce, like a green sauce on pasta.
Yeah.
We'll do like kale, broccoli, like whatever we have, zucchini. And I'll saute it and put like a little bit of boursin or something in it and then puree it and mix it with pasta.
Yeah. And so but I was at that meeting or class or whatever, and PK texted me and was like roasting me. And he was like, yeah, your Amazon warehouse worker starter kit arrived, because I had ordered these beach chairs, but they were like, I wanted them to be extra wide because I hate feeling when I'm squeezed into, because I just
especially when it's hot.
I got a big ass. Like, I don't know. And so, so these two chairs got shipped together in this enormous fucking box. And then you should have seen me trying to figure out how they folded and unfolded, because like the way that they like lock into place, I was like, okay, great. Now what? I don't know how to get this back into the folded position.
Right.
But they do have backpack straps on them, which is nice. And although I use my wagon for everything at the beach because that is
much easier.
Oh my God. Best purchase, honestly. If you don't have a fold-up wagon.
I have one here, yeah.
Oh, amazing. I use it for everything.
You know what else I got was I got a big cart on wheels for laundry. Because like our laundry, so I fill it up and it holds like a couple loads of laundry, and I pull it into our living room and
like
dump it on the couch.
The ones that they have at like a laundromat.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's not as like beefy. Those are better. This is like a cheap, shitty version, but having it on wheels so I don't have to fucking lug.
Well, and I feel like you could probably take those wheels off and put like
bigger,
but also like because I did it for my office chair here, but like they're like I mean, it was for an office chair, the set I got, but it's like rollerblade wheels, so they're like rubbery.
I have that on this chair. We have that. We got special ones.
And
so they roll
it's
way
great.
Better.
It rolls so much better. It doesn't mark up your floor. You don't have to worry about it like causing grooves, because like we have hardwood. Not that, I mean, this room's destroyed because of the cats, but it doesn't matter.
As Sophie just like peeks up from a corner.
Oh yeah, when I was driving my mom to the airport the other day, she decided to tell me that she thinks that Sophie will be the first to die of our 4 pets. And I was like, have you met that cat? That cat's going to survive out of spite. She's the oldest. She just turned 11. But no, she will be here until the sun explodes.
A nuclear holocaust.
Yes.
That's what we thought about our one dachshund, Reggie. He
did his best. was really hanging on there.
Almost 15. Like, he couldn't hear or see shit. He didn't have any teeth left. He was mostly, we were calling him, he had a few nicknames, but we used to joke that he was like a little leather bag. Like, he was just like leather. He didn't have a lot of hair left.
He didn't. No.
Stinky bagpipe. That was another name for him. Because he was just like kind of like air and bones and fur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He definitely was getting to that point where I was like, ooh, that is a dog I don't want to touch. That's a gross looking dog.
Yeah, he was. And he was gross. He smelled bad. He looked bad.
Like in The Office when
bad.
Kevin's describing his dog and like, she doesn't eat much and she really smells. And they're like, oh no, your dog's dead.
Yeah.
He goes home and the dog licks his face.
Yes.
That's pretty much what your dog was. And now you have your last dog who shat in your bed recently or whatever, got poop in your bed or something. You texted me that you had to strip your bed before bed.
Yeah.
Like you were going to bed because he rolled around in shit and got it on your sheets or something.
He had poop stuck to his butt. And at like 10 o'clock at night, I had to trim his butt. He also got sprayed by a skunk at like...
Oh, yeah. Coco did that this year, too.
10 o'clock at night.
Yep.
And that's just really a low point. Did I send you the video of the skunk in the barn?
No.
Oh, I'll send it to you. You'll love it.
Oh, yeah. Garrett also had a raccoon eating all the cat food because she got some barn cats this year.
Yes.
And
not just eating the food. The raccoon was like laying on his back.
The raccoon was having a resort day in the cat enclosure.
He
which I just like
food.
I need it to become a comic strip. Like I need like the adventures of this like wannabe farm raccoon and like he just wants to be included in like the farm activities, but he's also a menace to society. And
he destroys cat toys. I buy little cat toys and he chews them up and destroys them. Yeah, now there's a skunk. Raccoons, skunks, groundhogs. I did see a fox. We had a fox.
Cool.
Back by the birds. And I'm pretty sure.
Because it's like it wants those eggs.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it just wants birds. Yeah, we had some more hawk attacks. It's been, it's never a dull moment here, really. I don't mean to be. I was just telling somebody at work the other day, I was like, I don't mean to be chaotic. It's just like the nature of my life right now is just.
Well, it's just the choice you made to own a farm.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you had a little bit of chaos before.
Yeah.
But
chaotic now.
Yeah, this was like a Costco value pack of chaos. Just like it's like
no regrets,
like those,
but absolutely insane.
Those mattresses, the like foam mattresses that come all like NASA sealed, and then you have to unwrap it.
You cut it and it goes.
Yeah, that was what happened when you signed the closing documents.
It is.
Yeah.
And then I found free birds on Marketplace. No, they weren't free. I paid for them, but birds on Marketplace. That was the start of it.
That was the real scam, that you paid to have those birds.
It's true. It's true. My terrible little the chickens actually weren't bad. And Wanda's actually a good rooster, but we had a stretch there where
it was just that other rooster that was terrorist.
Siggy was an awful rooster. I'm really hoping he has a new home somewhere, and I'm really glad it's not here. Yeah. Don't ever get two roosters, for the record.
Good tip.
Yeah. I'm full of them.
So that's what we've been up to. And next time you hear from us, we will have a topic to discuss with you. Do we know what it is yet? No, we do not. Mind your fucking business. But we will be here in 2 weeks. So in the meantime, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/thebarIsAnkleHigh. For just $5 a month, you get video episodes. There's a whole back catalog, like 35 bonus episodes. There's also extended episodes and other stuff, probably. And I don't know. I can't think of it right now. You can follow us on Instagram at thebarIsAnkleHigh. We are on TikTok at AnkleHighPod. And make sure that you leave us a 5-star review wherever you find us, especially Apple Podcasts. If you can like write out a review, that would be clutch. And let us know, even if you don't like the new format, still leave us a 5-star review, but then like say that you don't like the new format in the text of your review. But like writing out the review is important. But yeah,
or just write a good review and then send us an email about
that too,
the format.
And yeah, we'll be here, you know, and if anything changes, we'll let you know probably. So there's that.
If we remember, which is the sub headline for this podcast, is if we remember.
Yeah,
we'll
the
do
bar
that.
Is ankle high.
If we remember.
So until next time, you know, just try to keep your chickens all inside one coop.
Yeah. With aerial coverage for hawks.
Yeah.
And ground coverage for foxes.
Right.
And raccoons. Because the bar is ankle high.
Because the bar is ankle high. Bye.
Bye.